Hello, my name is David Wilhite. I have been in the gaming industry for over 15 years and have taught hundreds of thousands of people to gamble correctly. I have appeared in movies and documentaries in the United States and around the world. Just what are your chances of winning? Zip, zilch, none, nada, if you don't try. You or anyone you know can greatly improve your odds of winning at blackjack. So why not indulge? Dare to take the plunge. Remember, no system is guaranteed 100%, but if you follow the rules, you can greatly reduce the house's odds. While blackjack is not a very formal game, there are certain things that you should be aware of when you walk up to a table. The first thing you want to check out is the minimum on that table. And all casinos have their signs sitting right about here telling you what that minimum bet is. $2, $5, $25. That way when you walk up to a table, you do know whether it fits into your budget or not. The next thing you want to do is buy your chips on the game. When you buy your chips on a blackjack table, you always want to put your money in between the insignias on the layout. Because in some casinos, it's not uncommon for people to walk up and play their money. So dealers don't ask, they'll just deal the cards, and now that $100 bill that you want to change for to play a $2 hand has just become a $100 hand. So always in between, and you'll never have that problem. The chips follow a basic color code. The silver ones are $1, the reds are $5, the greens are $25, and the blacks are $100. Money management is also an important part of gambling. Say you're playing at a $2 table, you start with a $2 bet. If you win your first hand, you want to increase your next bet $1. If you win the second hand, you want to increase another $1. If you win the third hand, you want to increase one more time. And if you win that fourth hand, then you go back to your original $2 bet. So you want to increase your bet $1 for 3 hands because you want to progress as you're winning, not as you're losing. $1 for 3 hands. After you win that fourth hand, go back to your original $2 bet. Anytime you lose, go back to your original $2 bet also. Because if you sit there and you bet $2 and you win 4 hands in a row, without increasing, you would just win $2, $4, $6, $8. But if you do increase that $1, you wind up winning $2, $4, $6, $8, $10, $12, $14. So you win like 33% more by increasing that $1 for just those 3 hands. When the dealer offers you the cut, you must cut at least 1 deck from either end, placing the card just about so. You don't want to put it in all the way because now the dealer has to get a hold of it to finish the cut. And then he'll put the card back in, and that'll tell him where he's going to stop and reshuffle. Casinos vary on their burn cards. A burn card is one that they take out and place in a discard rack without you seeing. Some casinos burn 1, some casinos burn 5, some casinos burn 10. It's up to the individual casino. When they deal out of the shoe, they deal the cards face up. So there's a couple of things you need to remember. Once they start dealing, you'll never touch your money and you'll never touch the cards. They use hand signals. So if you want another card, you'll scratch with your finger. If you don't want anything else, you'll give them a wave. Another way of playing blackjack is with either a single or a double deck. This time, when the dealer offers you the cut, you must place the cut card somewhere near the middle of the deck. Then the dealer will finish the cut and start dealing. When he deals to you, he actually pitches the cards to you face down. Well, now you get to pick the cards up and hold them in your hand. Remember, when you pick these cards up, though, one hand only on these cards. one hand only. And when you pick them up to look at them, you want to bring them all the way up off the table. You don't want to bend them up and look at them like that, otherwise you will bend them. So please bring them all the way up off the table. This time if you want another card, instead of scratching with your finger, well, now you're going to scratch with the cards. And when you're good, you'll take the cards and tuck them under the money. Once again, you do not play with the money. If you cannot get them under, just lay them as close as possible behind as you can. Also, hold these cards in your hand until you're done. Do not lay them down waiting for your turn. That is a sign you're through. The dealer will pass you by. So hold these cards in your hand until you're ready to tuck them under. If you're sitting on the end and you know you're good, you don't have to wait for your turn. You can tuck your cards under right away. Just make sure that you are good before you tuck them under. And of course, good does mean finished. Now if you want to double down or split, you would turn the cards face up in front of the money. If you have a blackjack, you would turn the cards face up in front of the money. And if you go over 21, you would turn the cards face up in front of the money right away. When we play blackjack, we always assume the dealer's bottom card is a 10. So when the dealer shows 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, we always want to add 10 to whatever he's showing. So in this case, we say the dealer has 16. Now we know the dealer has to take another card. The dealer must hit until he has at least 17. So we also know that he runs a risk of going over 21 and breaking. So that would tell you that if you had the same type of hand, if you had 12 through 16, you know that if you take another card, you can go over 21. Well, we know that the dealer must take another card. And that's the key word. The dealer must do everything. We know the dealer can go over 21, then that would tell you that you want to stay. We know the dealer has to make his card. You don't have to do anything with yours. The name of this game is not get as close to 21 as possible. It's beat the dealer. You can beat me with that 12 as well as you can at 21. You know that I have to take another card. You know that I can go over 21 in the process. And if I do, your 12 is as good as gold. You're going to win with that. My 16 does not beat your 12. 17 will beat your 12. But once again, I have to get there first. And in the process, I run the risk of going over 21. And if you should happen at your hand and you do go over 21, well, now this money's gone. Now you've got no chance of winning. Once again, you know that I have to hit my hand. You know that I can go over 21 also. Who would you prefer to go over 21 first? You or the dealer? The dealer, of course. Now let's go the other way. Now when the dealer shows 7 or more, once again we assume he's got that 10 in the hole. So now we say the dealer has 17. Now we know the dealer does not have to take another card. We know that he has his hand made. So that tells you that you want to hit your hand until you have at least 17. Now you would no longer worry about breaking your hand because you know the odds are in favor of the dealer to already have you beat. So when the dealer shows 7 or more, you want to hit your hand until you have at least 17. And now let's play these hands out. 15 hits, and that's too much. 16 hits, he has 20. And the dealer has 17. So 20 would win. Most casinos allow you to double down. Whenever you have 2 cards that total 11, you always want to double down. To double down, you match your bet with the same amount, and you're betting that you can beat the dealer by drawing just 1 additional card. And 1 card is all you're going to get, no matter how good or how bad. You always want to double on 11. We double on 10 when the dealer shows 9 or under. Always on 11, on 10 when the dealer shows 9 or under. So once again, you match your bet, and you're betting that you can beat the dealer by drawing that 1 additional card. And the dealer has 16. He has to take. and too much or bust. So 18 wins and 18 wins. Whenever you have two cards of the same value, they allow you to split them. Once again, to split, you match your bet with the same amount, and now we're going to play two separate hands. Unlike when you double down, you're only going to get one card. When you're splitting, you're going to play two separate hands. When you split the aces, you're going to get one card on each ace. One card only, no matter how good or how bad. And now this is not a blackjack, this is 21. Blackjack is always your original two cards, which you get paid 1.5 times your bet. Now the eights we also want to split, so once again you match your bet, and now the eights we can hit as many times as we want. The eights is you're only going to get that one card on. The eights you can hit as many times as you want. We'll play this hand first, all the way through, and then we'll play the second hand. So we've got 17. You know you're going to stay. 8 takes a card. He's got 18. He's going to stay. The dealer has 17. So 18 wins. 17 pushes. Push means you don't win, you don't lose, a tie. The 21 wins here. The 3 loses here. So that's just a wash also. Insurance is when the dealer has an ace showing. Insurance is betting that the dealer has a blackjack. Insurance costs half your bet. The only time I suggest you take insurance is when you have a blackjack. Now we'll go through the steps and see if you don't agree also. You have a blackjack. I have an ace showing. I will call for insurance. It then costs half your bet right out here on the insurance line. If you take insurance when you have a blackjack, now the dealer is going to come out and pay you even money right away. The dealer will then pick up your insurance bet and set it on top of your hand like that. The dealer will then pick up your cards and you're done now, so that no matter what happens, you've been paid. That's your money to pick up. So you could pick that up right away. If you choose not to take the insurance, if you do not take the insurance, now the dealer's going to look under his ace. And if he has a blackjack also, now you get nothing. You just push. You don't win, you don't lose. If you do not take insurance and the dealer does not have a blackjack, well, now the dealer's going to come out and pay you the full 1.5 times your bet. So now you be the judge. Do you want to take the insurance and get a guaranteed winner? Or do you want to not take insurance and maybe get nothing? Or maybe get it all? Everybody should agree it's better to get something than nothing. Take insurance and you're guaranteed to win even money. In fact, this is the only hand that you are ever guaranteed to win on in this game. If you take insurance, when you have a blackjack, you're guaranteed to win even money. Also understand that you could insure any of these other regular type hands. Once again, it would cost half your bet, but now when the dealer looks, if the dealer does not have a blackjack, now you're going to lose the insurance money. And then we go on with the hand as normal, and you might wind up losing this on top of it. Even if you have a 20 is not a guaranteed winner. The dealer can draw 21 and beat you, or he could draw the 20 and tie, whereas you still wind up losing the insurance money. So only take insurance when you have the blackjack and the dealer has that ace showing. The ace counts as 1 or 11. Whenever we have the ace with 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, you always want to count that ace as 11. Any other time you have it, you want to count it as 1. In review of the terms, bust or break means to go over 21. A push is when your hand is the same hand as the dealer's. You have 17, the dealer has 17. That's a push. A hard hand is any card that totals 17 or more that you can go over 21 if you take another card. That's a hard hand. A soft hand is any hand that contains an ace, and no matter what you hit it with, you cannot go over 21. That's a soft hand. This is a shoe, and the burn card is the number of cards that a casino does not let you see at the start of a game. Now let's do the always and the nevers. Always double on 11. Double on 10 when the dealer shows 9 or under. Always split aces and eights. Always. Never split fours, fives, or tens. Tens are fairly obvious because 10 and 10 is 20. There's only one hand that'll beat that. Why mess it up? 5 and 5, although not quite as obvious as tens, but that does give you 10, and it's better to draw to the 10 than to the fives. Fours, it's better once again to hit to the 8 than to split the fours and maybe wind up with 14. Now let's deal some hands, and you decide how you would play them. $20, that's a stand. 18, that's a stand. 13, I have 20, or a minimum of 17, so that would be a take, and that's too much. And the dealer has 15 and 18. 18 is a push. Push, remember, you don't win, you don't lose. And 20 is a win. Remembering the money management, we're going to increase 1 unit there. And we're going to stay with 2 units there. I've got 15. 7 is going to take 1 card. Now remember, ace with 6 through 10, we count the ace as 11. So he has 18. That would be a stand. This is 19. That would be a stand. 6, well, we've got to take at least 1. And now we've got 12. Take a card? No. Dealer has 15. He can break if he takes another card. You have 12. You can break if you take another card. You want to let the dealer break first. And the dealer has 9, 13, and too much. So 12 wins, 19 wins, and 18 wins. And once again, increase 1 unit, 1 unit, and 1 unit. Okay, 6, well, we know we have to take 1. 15, stand, no. The dealer has at least 17, so you want to take 1 more card. 16, need to take 1 more, and that's too much. 14, take a card. 20, that's a stand. 12, take a card. That's 20. That would be good. And the dealer has 20. So those are both pushes. Also on a push, you leave your money the same. Only increase when you win, only decrease when you lose. Okay? 11, double down. Match your bet, and you get the one card. 11, double downs also, and gets one card. 16, player stands. Dealer has 12, 16, and too much. So 16 wins, 21 wins, and 15 wins. Now with the money management, no matter how much you win, increase your next bet just 1 unit, even on the double down. Double on 10? Yes, when the dealer shows 9 or under. Match your bet on one card. 18, stands. Ace with 6 through 10, count the ace as 11, so we have 18. That's a stand. Dealer has 9 and 19. So 18 loses, 19 pushes. And once again on a push, you stay the same with your next bet. These players lost, so they stay at 2 units. Insurance? No. And the dealer has blackjack. So, once again, we stay with our 2 units. $12, hit, no. You can break. The dealer has 13, he can break. You want to stand. 10, we double when the dealer shows 9 or under. 18, that's a stand. Dealer has 5, 12, and too much. 18 wins, 15 wins, and 12 wins. Money management, increase 1 unit. $17, stand. 15, stand. Blackjack wins 1 1/2. 13, 11, 21. 15 loses, 17 loses. 2 units, 2 units, and 2 units. $18, that's a stand. 11, double against the 10, always. 15, has to take a card. Too much. Dealer has 14 and too much. So 15 wins and 18 wins. 1 unit, 1 unit, and back to 2 units. $14, takes a card. 18, stop. 13, takes a card. 17, stop. 20, stop. And the dealer has 17. So 20 wins, 17 pushes, and 18 wins. One unit, 1 unit. If you've been winning and the dealer's been polite, now you want to say thank you. We allow you to make a bet out front of yours for the dealer. That way, if you win, the dealer wins. Then they'll pick this money up, tap it on the table, and put it in their pocket. That is what they call a tip. That is how they make their living. But the key is, once again, only if you're winning first, and only if the dealer's been polite. Following, you will find a chart that tells you when to hit, split, stand, and double down. When you're ready to learn another casino game, please look for my other tapes. And by the way, good luck. H means hit. S means stand. D means double down. P means split.